Welcome to this video on the digestive system. We will explore the organs and processes that allow our bodies to obtain the energy, growth, and repair substances we need from the food we eat. Human beings require food, water, and oxygen to survive. The digestive system is a set of organs that transforms the food we consume into substances the body can utilize for energy, growth, and repair. The alimentary canal is a tube running from the mouth to the anus. It includes the mouth, esophagus, stomach, and the small and large intestines. As food passes through, it is processed, nourishment is absorbed into the blood, and waste is eventually expelled. Various organs and glands contribute digestive juices throughout this journey. This diagram illustrates the human digestive system, highlighting key components like the liver, which produces bile, the pancreas, which creates digestive juices, and the various stages of digestion occurring within the stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Digestion occurs in two ways: physical digestion, where large food pieces are broken down into smaller ones, and chemical digestion, where food is converted into different substances that can be absorbed into the bloodstream. This overview provides a detailed look at the various organs within the human digestive system and their specific roles in processing the food we consume. In the mouth, teeth break down food, which is then mixed with saliva. Saliva is produced by three pairs of glands: the parotid, submandibular, and sublingual glands. It contains water, mucus, and the enzyme salivary amylase. This slide breaks down the anatomy and functions of the salivary glands, including their classification, the composition of saliva, and its critical role in digestion, lubrication, and protection. Saliva has several vital functions. It lubricates food with mucus for easier swallowing, uses salivary amylase to start breaking down starch into maltose, helps clean the mouth and teeth, and forms the swallowed food mass known as a bolus. The tongue is essential for several processes. Its taste buds help us perceive flavors and warn us about food quality. It aids in chewing by moving food around, and it assists in swallowing by pushing the prepared bolus to the back of the mouth. This diagram maps the taste centers on the tongue, showing where different flavor sensitivities are located, alongside structural elements like papillae and the epiglottis. Food travels from the pharynx down the esophagus. The epiglottis, a small flap of cartilage, blocks the entrance to the larynx during swallowing, preventing food from going down the wrong way and causing choking. The esophagus is a muscular tube connecting the pharynx to the stomach. It transports food through peristalsis, a series of muscle contractions and relaxations that push the bolus forward, while its lining secretes mucus for lubrication. This illustration of the stomach highlights key structures, including the esophagus, the cardiac sphincter at the entry point, the body of the stomach, the pyloric sphincter, and the connection to the duodenum. The stomach is a J-shaped, elastic organ. Food enters through the cardiac sphincter, which acts as a valve to prevent backflow. Digested material then leaves the stomach through the pyloric sphincter into the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. The walls of the stomach are composed of thick layers of muscle, lined with an inner mucous membrane. This membrane contains many folds, which stretch to allow the stomach to expand when full and contract as it empties. This detailed diagram outlines the major parts of the stomach, including the esophagus connection, the fundus, the body, the rugae folds, and the sphincters that regulate the flow of food into the small intestine. The stomach performs several vital functions. It digests proteins using enzymes, churns food with gastric juices, lubricates contents with mucus, absorbs alcohol, and utilizes hydrochloric acid to kill harmful bacteria. Gastric juices are essential to this process. Hydrochloric acid neutralizes bacteria and activates pepsin, an enzyme that breaks down proteins. In infants, another enzyme called renin specifically curdles milk protein. Digestion in the stomach is a complex, regulated process. Vagus nerve stimulation, along with hormones like gastrin and histamine, triggers the secretion of acids and enzymes. Negative feedback loops ensure that these secretions remain balanced. The small intestine is a lengthy, 7-meter organ divided into the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Its walls are structured in 4 distinct layers, including muscle and a specialized mucus lining designed for processing. The inner wall of the small intestine is covered in villi. These tiny, hair-like projections significantly increase the surface area available for absorption, and each contains blood and lymph vessels to transport nutrients. This image provides a closer look at the structure of villi, showcasing how their specialized surface maximizes efficiency during the nutrient absorption process in the small intestine. Within the duodenum, digestion continues with pancreatic juice, bile, and intestinal juices. Enzymes like trypsin, lipase, and amylase break down proteins, fats, and starches, while bile emulsifies fats into smaller, manageable droplets. Once digested, nutrients are absorbed through the walls of the villi. Fats pass into the lymph system, while amino acids and sugars enter the portal vein, heading directly to the liver for processing. This visual representation highlights the small intestine's role in the digestive system, emphasizing the vital importance of its structure in absorbing nutrients from our food. This diagram illustrates the structure of the large intestine, identifying key segments such as the cecum, the various sections of the colon, the rectum, and the appendix. The large intestine is approximately 1.5 meters long and is primarily responsible for handling waste. It includes the cecum, the colon, the appendix, the rectum, and the anus, completing the digestive journey. This image offers a clear view of the different parts of the large intestine, showing how the system is organized to manage the final stages of the digestive process. This final view provides a look at the transverse colon, one of the key segments of the large intestine involved in the passage and processing of waste before it is expelled. This slide features an anatomical view of the sigmoid colon, providing a look at this segment of the large intestine. The large intestine processes the remains of food to reabsorb water and vitamins. It secretes mucus to facilitate the movement of waste, stores feces in the rectum, and hosts beneficial bacteria. Finally, peristalsis pushes waste toward the anus for defecation. This image highlights the pancreas, a vital organ that plays a dual role by producing hormones and essential digestive enzymes. This visual illustrates the gallbladder and the surrounding bile duct system, which are crucial for storing and delivering bile to aid in digestion. Enzymes are biological catalysts that speed up chemical reactions. They are essential to life, as all chemical processes within our systems require their action to function properly. Digestive enzymes are specialized to break down complex food into smaller, soluble substances. This chemical conversion is what allows nutrients to be successfully absorbed into the bloodstream. This image serves as a reminder of the sensation of hunger, a signal that our body is ready to begin the complex process of digestion. A primary example of a digestive enzyme is amylase. Found in our saliva, amylase begins the chemical process of breaking down starch during the early stages of digestion. The chemical action of amylase is specific. It converts complex starch molecules into a simpler sugar known as maltose. This represents the basic chemical equation. Starch becomes maltose. This diagram illustrates the process where the enzyme amylase acts upon the substrate starch to catalyze its breakdown into the final product, maltose. In enzyme chemistry, the substance being acted upon is called the substrate, while the resulting material is the product. In our previous example, starch is the substrate, and maltose is the product of amylase activity. Human nutrition occurs in 4 primary stages: ingestion or eating, digestion, the absorption of nutrients into the blood, and finally, elimination, also known as egestion, to remove undigested waste. Digestion is categorized into 2 types: physical digestion, which reduces food to smaller pieces, and chemical digestion, which transforms food into new, more soluble substances through enzymatic action. The movement of contents through the alimentary canal is controlled by peristalsis. This is a rhythmic, involuntary contraction and relaxation of the intestinal muscles that pushes food forward through the system. This image highlights the role of bile, a critical fluid produced by the liver that assists the digestive system in processing fats.